Hello, my audience. So, have you ever been in a situation where you've had to say or do something in a moment of strong emotions and you later on question yourself why you had to do whatever you did, if it was necessary for you to say the things you said, um, whatever situation it was, you end up blaming yourself for the actions you took. Probably it was too fast to say whatever you said or do whatever you did. Maybe you were so excited and ended up promising more than you could actually do or deliver. Maybe you were so angry that you ended up burning bridges so fast. You know, it was your friend or it was someone close to you that hurt you, and you immediately just cut them off, sent them this long message, block their numbers, everything that we do when we are so angry, in the moment of maybe a heated conversation, or in times where you feel like this is someone who should not have hurt me the way they did. Maybe you're so disappointed in someone and you're like, never again, I do not need this person in my life ever. You were so happy, you ended up promising the world, yet you're not, in a position to give whatever you promised. So I bet we've all been there. We've all promised, we've all said things, you know, we've all acted beyond our emotions. And that is why I am doing this video today, so that we can learn something about emotional intelligence. I know this is a term that most of us have encountered or had, and it's a very simple term that carries a very simple meaning. But now, how we put these words or the meaning of this term to action is where we draw the line. So, emotional intelligence is the ability to identify how you feel and how those feelings affect your behaviors, how they affect your thoughts, how they affect the tone of words that comes out of your mouth. It's simply having the control, or to know how to respond to these particular feelings and not let these particular feelings control you. An example is when someone is so angry because their partner betrayed them. Instead of letting that particular anger draw them to taking the knife and stabbing the partner, this person will choose to walk away to avoid disaster, because this particular person has understood that he or she is angry, and this particular anger will lead him or her to behave a certain way. So once you are able to understand that you have this particular feeling, and this feeling can lead me to do this and this and this, then you have the power to choose how to feel. No, not how to feel, actually, how to behave in certain times. I'm not saying that emotional intelligence is pretending to be okay when you're not okay. No. I am saying that an emotionally intelligent person is a person that will identify their feelings, will realize when they are sad, when they are very angry, when they are happy, when they are anxious, and all those things. And they will be able to control these feelings, and they will not let these feelings control them. Let's say today you're happy and you end up promising someone 10,000 shillings the next day, and you are not able to give them that money. Or someone needs to go to school, and because you're so excited, you end up promising to pay their school fees. And when that time reaches, you're not able to do that, you know. And another example is when you're sad. It does not mean you go in isolation for a week or two. No, it is realizing that I am sad and this sadness is making me isolate myself. Is isolation a good thing? It's not a good thing. What will isolation lead to? You know, the consequences of, letting yourself stay away from people for such a long time. So that is what we are talking about. That is emotional intelligence. It is being aware of how you're feeling without letting those same feelings affect how you interact with yourself or others. See that pause between feelings and reacting. That is emotional intelligence. You can feel deeply, and it is okay to have deep feelings towards something, whether it's feelings of pain, rage, frustration, joy, happiness. But now, how you let these feelings drive you will determine if you are an emotionally intelligent person. Feelings are like cars. There's a driver that controls the car. You don't let the car drive itself. Otherwise, you're going to face an accident. You're going to destroy properties. You're going to actually destroy lives. So these particular feelings, they have to be driven by someone, and that person is you. You are the owner of that car. You are in charge. You control where your feelings take you. You control where your feelings have to stop and when they have to continue with the journey. It is you. You have the power. You are in charge of your feelings. So today, understand that it is okay to feel deeply, but it is also okay to learn how to respond to these particular feelings. Do not let them drive you into burning bridges, into cutting people off for a simple mistake, into over promising for things you wouldn't deliver when you